Hi, I'm Luisa.
And Michael.
And we are Retired Life Mexico. Today, we are not in Mexico, but we're glad you're with us. Thanks for joining us, all of you. We're up to 700 subscribers now.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
That's amazing. And we hope it's because of this great information we're giving you. Today, we want to talk about our experience coming across on the Cross Border Express,
CBX,
known as CBX, and it's a great way to fly from Puerto Vallarta to San Diego at a lot less money. So we're going to explain all of that in this video, so stay tuned. So let's first talk about how we left Puerto Vallarta. Do you know most of the flights that come to San Diego don't leave until about 2:30?
It was extremely active and busy. I've never seen so many people
in the airport on Saturday.
I was amazed.
We were supposed to go on Sunday, but Varas sent me an email saying, hey, we're booked on Sunday. Can you change your flight? And we'll give you an extra 600 pesos each. So we said, sure, we'll come in a day early. Plus, we have points that we're spending on our hotel here. We get 3 nights in the IHG hotel, and the 4th night is free. So we'll talk about that in another video.
Sure. But
first, we want to say that we flew on Varas, which is one of those low-cost airlines.
Yes, very efficient, but my knees still hurt.
Oh, yes, they were pretty tight.
We were cramped in there.
Yeah. So it's a low-budget airline, and usually if you're only bringing a carry-on, then the cost stays pretty low.
Right.
I compared Alaska flight to the Varas flight, and for the 2 of us to get to San Diego on Alaska was $427. On Varas, it was $192.
Yeah, remarkable amount of saving. Again, it's low budget. So if you can just do a carry-on, you can save a lot of money.
Yes, and you also have to have some room for your knees because low budget means not a lot of space. But you can pay for extra space. You can pay for luggage to be what is it called? Documentado. I mean, checked luggage. And if you do that, the cost is pretty much the same. But let's talk about why you fly into Tijuana and you're not really in the city. So Cross Border Express, when you buy your ticket online through Varas, they automatically know if you're going to put in for Tijuana CBX, they charge you extra. The cost to go across the border is $24 a person.
Right.
So that on top of it, right? Not Alaska, you don't have to pay that.
And I noticed that when we did cross into Tijuana that there was long lines for people who hadn't purchased before. So definitely recommend doing it online and have that pass ready to go.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's required. When I order the tickets, it's required.
Okay.
So it's all included in that fee, but it's nickel and dimed, right? So you buy your $192 flight for 2 people plus the $24 each
for the cross border.
For the Cross Border Express. So what does that mean? You're going to fly into Tijuana's airport, but you're never getting out of the airport into the city.
So let me just say that Tijuana's airport is beautiful. It's like any other modern airport in the United States, and they sell you lots of stuff on your way in and their way out.
And when we got to the airport, in Puerto Vallarta, you go to your gate and you wait. Well, we got into that VIP lounge, which was really nice with our Sapphire Preferred card. And then we just took our time, and finally, at about an hour before we were supposed to leave, we thought we should go up and just check. Well, we went up to the gate and checked, and it said last call.
Last call. Wow.
Which was amazing because we still had an hour before the flight. But what we had to do was get on a van or a shuttle
to go out to
the airplane. And it was fine, but everybody was on the plane already, and here we come along with about 20 or 30 other people.
Right.
That was a little bit of a surprise. Okay, so the flight from Puerto Vallarta to Tijuana is 2.5 hours. Perfect time. Not a big deal.
Yep.
We get into Tijuana. We taxi in. Everybody gets off. And you can see some video up here above. I'll show you how easy it is. It says Cross Border Express and it says baggage claim. So you got to go where everybody else is
Yep,
going.
follow the crowd and follow the signs, which are in Spanish and English.
Yes, and they're bright yellow, so you can't miss them.
Mm-hmm.
But you can miss it if you're walking down this one aisle and looking out the window at where the airplanes are, because you have to turn right. But
Right.
I have a picture here of that too. And then as you get to, just follow the people.
I think the cross-border is about a quarter mile, and if you have any kind of mobility issues, there are lots of people, porters there with wheelchairs to assist you that quarter of a mile.
Yes, and they'll also put all your luggage on one of those luggage
That's
carts,
right.
and you can push that
You
too.
can pay them a little tip or something.
To walk until you get to the place where the man standing at the gates will say, I need your pass. So we had our pass on our phone to go across the cross-border express, because a lot of people will pick up their luggage and leave the airport
That's right.
because they live in Tijuana or in Ensenada or somewhere down there. But us who are going into the U.S., we just got to keep going straight, and they direct you where to go. Okay, so now we get up to the guy who says, where's your cross-border express pass? And we had that on our phones also.
Yeah.
So then we just went through there. Other people had to go buy their pass, because who knows how they got into the airport. I don't know. But we got through there, and then we walked some more. And then when you get closer to the border, there's a spot for an Instagram picture.
Right.
We took that. And then you just keep walking, and you get to where they say now it's customs. And so you have to make sure you go in either the global entry line, or you can go in the regular line. There were hardly any people.
Yeah, there weren't hardly any people there. We had a little surprise. Normally, because we have global entry, it normally takes a screenshot of your face, and the customs agent, border patrol agent calls you up, and you slide right through. This time, they did that. They looked at our face. It said, go forward. And then the guy asked us for the physical copy of our card.
Our global entry card. Who carries that? Well, good thing we carry that.
Luckily, we carry that. I
don't know what would happen if we didn't have it.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. I think they would have just scrutinized us more. But I would recommend carrying a physical copy of the global entry card if you have it.
The funny thing? Oh, go ahead.
Or just go through the regular line.
Yes, because the regular line was faster.
Yeah.
Because those people in front of us, they didn't have global entry, so they went around, and we go straight thinking, we get to go through global entry. We didn't show our cards. They didn't have to show any cards. They just showed their passport.
They went right through. Yeah.
So they were ahead of us when we went through the next place, which was our luggage going through this.
That's right.
The X-rays.
More screening.
And there were some people who got unlucky, and they were going through all of their luggage. We got to smooth sailing all the way through, and we came out the other side, walked down the road a little more, and then we were in the U.S., and as soon as you come out there, there's a Starbucks. Costs you twice as much as in Mexico.
And all the rental cars, if you are renting a car, you can pick up your Uber in that area.
Or your rental car, which we got from Hertz for $27 a day.
Nice deal.
That's a good deal. Problem is now we got to bring that back.
Yeah, so our recommendation is if you're renting a car, only rent it as if you are going to be bringing the car back to that cross-border area. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
Well, because now what we have to do is take that car back to the cross-border express, which is in Otay, which is probably a $40 Uber ride.
Yeah, easily.
From the San Diego airport.
Right.
Yeah, from the San Diego airport. We have to get back to our hotel, and then the next morning we'll fly out of San Diego's airport.
To go to Houston.
But in the end, we love the cross-border express.
Yeah, I love it.
Easy peasy, going the other direction also. You never step into Mexico, really. You're just in the airport. So don't be afraid of using the cross-border express. It's easy peasy. Yes,
Very
it's
efficient.
$24 a person one way, because you can buy a $90 round trip. Because most people, if they're flying to Puerto Vallarta or Mexico City just for a week's vacation, you're going to do a round trip. We only buy one ways because we're going to be going to Oaxaca from Houston. So we're not coming back to the cross-border.
Right.
But in the future, we will. And we will keep using it. Valaris, easy peasy, cheap. Those are cheap airlines.
Yeah, might as well.
If you have any questions or concerns, or we haven't answered everything, please let us know in the comments down below. And let us know if you've used the CBX and what your experience has been like, and if you think it's worth it. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Ciao.
Leave a comment. Adios.